I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's probably my fault. I haven't been like paying attention to this kind of stuff and personal issues and stuff. Also, I have a fan on in the background. It's really hot, but don't mind that. Um, if you like the video, as usual, please remember to like and subscribe, or else I'll slide tackle your dog. And yeah, let's get into the video. Basically, the entire point of today's video is who would win in a fight between KCM1 Minato, or KCM2 Minato I should say, and Sage Mode Hashirama. Both of them kind of fought, Jubito kind of didn't, and they also have some interesting narrative that helps us like reach a conclusion. Starting off with AP, I don't think AP should matter for Hashirama. This because like Hashirama also, because they are both Edo Tensei when they are in these forms. I'm just going to say they are Edo Tensei. They have infinite chakra, but they can be killed, right? So they don't have that regeneration. So right, um, for Hashirama, I don't think his AP should matter, and my reasoning for this is that he has wood style jutsu, which is specifically needed to suppress other people's Biju chakra for some reason. I don't know why it does, but it suppresses Biju chakra. So if KCM Minato is like no longer in KCM1, I don't think he should have any way of hurting Hashirama. So yeah, AP for Hashirama shouldn't really matter. For AP for Minato, Minato is able to semi-hurt White Mask Obito. White Mask Obito was severely weakened from Madara trying to revive himself with him. And also Black Zetsu taking over his body, loads of stuff. He just got bullied by Kakashi. So, case Minato should scale to this weakened Obito in terms of AP. He should also scale above people like Tobirama. I'm going to get into that in another video in terms of AP and speed. Tobirama is able to cut multiple of the god trees or god tree branches, which KCM2 Naruto can't. But that would put KCM1 Minato on the KCM2 tier caliber of AP. Even then, AP doesn't really matter. Minato is stated to have been taught loads of Uzumaki sealing jutsu by Kushina. So like sealing jutsu and stuff, he should be able to take out Hashirama with one of his many sealing jutsu. And we know sealing jutsu can take you out with like Danzo's curse seal. And obviously Danzo should be worse at sealing than the people who literally specialize in it. So yeah, Minato should be able to take him out that way. In terms of speed, most people like to give it to Minato right off the bat, but I don't think it's like that clear cut. Yes, Minato has multiple implications that he's considered the fast guy, he's the speed guy, him and Tobirama. And yes, people like to argue that okay, he appeared on the battlefield before Hashirama and the rest of the Kages. But first, we need to take into account what was Hashirama doing. You could like interpret that he's having a conversation with Tobirama. You could say that you could literally say he wasn't even going full speed, since like Hashirama doesn't seem all that concerned with like war anymore. He's like, oh, no matter the generation, war is still going on. Hashirama just seems really tired with all of this, like a parent who's had to deal with their children for too long. So yeah, I don't think Hashirama is going full speed, but I think someone comments on me and Minato speed. I think it was Hiruzen. Hiruzen like doesn't make that sort of comments anytime when Hashirama is around. But let's take into account that this is base Hashirama. But there is an interesting feat for Hashirama, which is that Hashirama is able to like with his wood clone, he grabs Jubito with his wood clone branches, tree branches. Yeah, you could say that, oh, his trees don't scale to him for God knows why. I don't know why you try to assume, why anyone would try to assume that. But because we want to be nice to every character, we would just say that his ceiling, his like Trijutsu scale to him, so he should be on the low end relative to Jubito. For Minato, on the other hand, people like to say, "Oh, he got his hands blown off by me, Jubito, therefore he shouldn't be a relative." Well, no, he's stated to be in a dazed-like state because he's realized that, oh, this guy is actually my student, like any person would be. He's like in shock. He's regretting. We see that when he snapped out of his days, Kurama states that Minato will be able to provide him with powerful support. So if Minato was just like a non-factor compared to Jubito in like all ways, then like Jubito, then he wouldn't be considered powerful support. So like I'm just going to be like an English teacher and say powerful implies some sort of relativity. And so yeah, Minato should be also low end relative to Hashirama. So they are both pretty equal in terms of stats. Now, can Minato hurt Hashirama? That's a good question because Minato, yes, he can. Like, what's it? He's fast and stuff. He can use body flicker to amp his already insane speed. I don't. Yeah, his body flicker should be faster than Hashirama's, and yeah, he can just like blitz use body flicker and move around really quickly. But on the other hand, since this is Edo Tensei and they do have infinite chakra, and Hashirama is renowned for his excellent healing skills that are passive, just like Tsunade, so would Hashirama be able to regen infinitely? I don't know. Like regen is there to take like a toll on your lifespan, I'm pretty sure. So like would Hashirama might just die. So but as the time he's alive, I don't think Minato would be able to take him out using conventional kunai attacks, which we know he likes doing. His Rasengan, I think, could damage Hashirama. Rasengan kind of has like this Jiren egg factor where it's like, oh, for example, Naruto on the rooftop, Naruto hits the place Naruto does hit doesn't get damaged, but we see that the inside and the back is all mangled. So, and like Minato Rasengan should be better than Kid Naruto's. So Minato should have that type of like low level Jiren egg with his Rasengans. So yeah, um he also has sealing jutsu, so hypothetically he could seal Hashirama away. But we know how like the Senju and the Uzumaki did work close together, and Hashirama has things like the triple Rashomon that like are able to block full Kurama's Biju bombs. So like I think they are pretty evenly matched, but I'm leaning a bit towards Hashirama and I'll tell you why. Hashirama has multiple wood jutsus, such as like I can't remember the name, but like it brings up these hands that can catch things like Madara Susanoo or Susanoo swings, which are easily obliterate mountains and stuff. Well, so like there's that, and there was also this one jutsu. I can't remember the name because Hashirama has really complicated jutsu names. It's able to full on tank Biju bombs, as well as the wood golem, which is far more powerful than just KCM 2 Minato's Kurama avatar. So I feel that Hashirama should have the edge, as well as the fact that he has this pollen stuff, which literally allows him to just passively weaken Minato without actually. And since Minato can't damage him, then like it should be a done deal. We don't know how often Hashirama would use that character, but doesn't matter. So I think Hashirama would win this. High difficulty. Minato, yes, he's like stated to be the fastest in terms of godlike speed, but it's also stated that people didn't thought Hashirama was overhyped and like Hashirama didn't exist. That's how strong he was. They thought he didn't exist. So I don't think these ninja who think Minato is the fastest should still have like valid enough, their takes would be valid on Hashirama, especially when like Kabuto, who's like literally the book nerd of Naruto, says that they think he didn't exist. So yeah, in conclusion, Hashirama wins high extreme death. If you like the video, please remember to like and subscribe. Yeah, and that's it. Bye.